What's up, everybody? Welcome to FPS Guides, and we are here to talk about the latest games and the impressions of the games, like this one right here, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remaster. So for all the viewers right now, if you're watching this, we got the big screen up here showing all the video of, it's not my gameplay actually, this is the gameplay of the guest here, DC Smith 907, otherwise known as Dan. What's up, Dan?
Hey guys.
How's it going, man?
It's going pretty well. I'm enjoying this game quite a lot so far, actually.
Nice, nice. So we'll basically talk about the broad strokes, just like the overall top level feelings, like, oh, I feel good or bad, or kind of the overall experience, and then we'll kind of get into the smaller stuff that you like or dislike. So yeah, so I guess we should just jump right in. I personally don't have any history really with the Tony Hawk franchise. I didn't play the first one on PlayStation 1. I don't think either I didn't have it or I didn't have a PlayStation. One of those two. So pretty big defining factors for me there. But what about you? Did you play the originals, or did you play any of the Tony Hawk games?
I did. I played. I didn't own 1 and 2, but my friend, my friends and I used to play it all the time back when it came out. And, I believe that was '99. But yeah, we were playing. We played all the way up through most of them, so it's a good bit of nostalgia for me to go back and return to these games. And
Okay.
I think the main thing is that it still feels like the originals. It just looks amazing.
That's the main thing. So you have like a fair bit of history with the game. So this one you said feels really good. That's the main thing. Like, what is that the number one thing that
Oh
stands
yeah.
out to you? So like what, like top level, you're really enjoying it. What are the things that you like and dislike about it?
I'm definitely really enjoying it. Yeah, that was the main takeaway, main bullet point of this presentation. But I had to say the main thing that stood out to me right away was the graphics, obviously, because I mean they're
Right.
in your face and they're beautiful, and like all the textures are great, and they kept a lot of the old like decks and stuff in there, which is great. I like seeing those again.
Okay.
Because like when I was in high school, I know I played with like tech decks and stuff
True.
like
Yeah.
that. So
I remember those.
yeah, some of those decks are like included in here, and it's just kind of cool to see that stuff, I guess.
Okay. So it's not just like so new that it's, let's say, I don't want to say like off-putting, but it's like, oh, there's some good nods to the first one.
Yeah, it feels like there's a pretty good blend of new and old in there. It's good. It's good so far. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like there's a lot of heart, like a lot of just like heart poured into this game? It's not just like a cheap cash grab or anything.
Yeah.
As a remaster, it's like, oh, this is totally worth it.
Yeah, you can tell they put a lot of effort into at least most of the aspects of the game, so that's good. It's good to see.
Okay, cool. What are the things you like to do the best? Like, do you like to do the missions? I guess I don't know if do they have like daily missions, or how is the game kind of structured?
So there are three main like blocks that you get. So you get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, and then a bunch of ranked missions that they added in. I don't remember if those were in the first one, but I don't think they were.
Okay.
But either way, the multiplayer is interesting, but I haven't done as much of that as I have the creative park and all the single player missions. I've done quite a bit of those.
Okay.
And the creative park you can also do in multiplayer, and those are pretty cool. You can like save them locally or upload them, and you can modify other people's parks or some existing parks from the old games. They're pretty good, yeah.
Okay. Have you built one?
Not yet. I'm actually was about to start one, but I haven't managed to do that yet. I did go into the store and I saw you could buy a bunch of components you can put in your park. Like I got a what's it called? It's like a loop-de-loop thing. So I got one of those I can put in, and a bunch of other cool stuff like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that.
Okay, cool. So when you say there's like single player missions, I don't think there's a story in these games, right? It's more just like select your mission and run through, or like complete the objectives.
Yeah. So it's
That's
what
on
you
our
do
end.
is you select.
Sirens are on our end. If you guys hear that.
Yeah, I live near a hospital, so
Okay.
But yeah, the way it works is you select a location. So there's a park, and you'll go to a park, and then they'll show you a video at the beginning of the first time you go to each park, and it'll lay out basically all the objectives. There's like a hidden area in all of them, and some other stuff like that. I mean, it's a high score and a high combo challenge, and all kinds of
Okay.
other random stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not
You-
just like the same thing. It's like they mix up the objective each time, pretty much.
Yeah, there are some consistent objectives, like you have to get a high score each time, but the high score is not the same and stuff like that. So, but then they also add new things, like you have to break things in some, find things in some, like get to secret areas, etc. Stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Is there like skills, or like how do you learn new tricks? Like how do you do new stuff? Like is there
Oh, sure.
upgrades? Is there like levels?
Yeah, there are levels, and they're actually separate from how you get your skills. Your level carries over from all three of the games. Actually, so do your skills. Now that I think about it, but
Okay,
your
that's
level.
cool. So you don't have to like restart every time. That's nice.
Yeah, and your level is basically just your like multiplayer rank. I guess you could say it's attached to your character, but it doesn't really modify how he plays. So
Okay.
you do that with points that you find on the levels. So as you're exploring the levels, you'll just find like a skill point hanging out, and you go get it, and then you can spend it in one of, I think, 16 categories, something like that.
Wow.
And
Okay.
they're yeah, so they change things like the spin rate of your skateboard and the spin rate of yourself, how high you jump, how fast you go, stuff like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, and actually on top of that, when you select your character at the beginning, if you create a character, you get a class, and that sort of determines where your skill points are start out, and you can go from there.
Okay, so you can just, if you want, like if you know right off the bat, you're like, oh, I want to do more of this type of thing other than this, you can kind of focus on that first, like from the beginning.
Yeah, so there are three main ones. There's I think street, which is a blend. It's basically like your flat skills. You're good at everything. And then there's one where you're really good at like spins and flip tricks, and the other one I don't remember. But there are three
Okay.
main classes in that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What else? So like, there's single player missions you said, and there's like challenges. Is there any other type of game mode, or something else that you play or like jump into? Like I see on the
Um,
video that like you look like you're customizing a lot of stuff. Like how do you customize like your skater or your board? Like is it currency based? Is it like, oh, I have skills or skill points that I can put towards this? Is it just money? Is it just like I'm gonna go get money and do stuff?
yeah, I mean, you get dollars for every all the challenges you complete, and
Okay. So
you
it's
can
not just
also
experience.
get. Yeah.
Okay.
So and you can spend the dollars in a store that gives you all those customizables, and also some challenges will reward you with special items like that, so you don't have to buy them.
Okay.
And they're
That's
actually
cool.
separate,
That's
so
really
you
cool.
can't. Yeah.
So, what do the skaters look like? How do the skaters look? Like some of the, I know there's like a mix of old and new. So like, how do the old dudes look? The fucking over the hill gang.
They kept them pretty true to how they were in the first one, actually. But it's good to see you got Riley Hawk and Tony Hawk in there now. So you got the whole family.
True. That's cool.
So yeah,
But you just you created your own skater, I assume.
I did. Yeah, I've been playing most of the game with my guy. He's
Okay.
got the old sun patch on his chest.
How's the music? How's the soundtrack? Because I know that's a huge part of the Tony Hawk games. Like, how's the soundtrack?
It's good. They kept some of the original, and they definitely added some new stuff. It's a good blend. I'd say it's about 50-50. It sounds like.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What are the some of the things you don't maybe really like, or just like they could probably do this better, or maybe I was disappointed in this because it's a remaster. I thought maybe they would add this or that. Like, is there any cons you would give it?
Uh, I haven't encountered any major glitches in it so far. I guess I
Okay,
would say,
that's really good.
yeah, it's pretty smooth. It runs pretty smoothly, and that would have been my main issue. But it's so far I haven't had any huge problems with it. No.
Nice. So it's really just a really really good, well done remaster then. Okay.
It's pretty polished. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I,
Nice.
I especially enjoyed some of the customized parks. They have it looks like some actual coasts of California in the background they put up in there, and it looks pretty cool. So definitely check out some of those.
Like, it really sets the vibe.
Yeah, you can do some insane tricks where you drop like 100 feet and land in a bowl, and it's some crazy. Like, definitely recommend it.
That's cool. So like, how far are you into the game overall?
I'm about halfway, 2/3 of the way through Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, and I haven't made much progress in the other two. I've just been exploring the customized stuff and all the created parks, aside from the
Okay.
story. Well,
Okay.
aside from the main objectives, yeah.
Okay. Sweet. So you would say it's like, how long were the original games? I don't remember. Like, I don't think they're known for their length or anything. But would you say it's like not a short game, but it's like got some length to it?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably 30 hours, something like that, roughly.
Okay.
I'm not that far through, but it feels like it's headed in that direction, around 30 hours.
True. And then there's like daily challenges and stuff, so you can pretty much like keep busy all the time if you really want.
Yeah, and all the skaters have individual challenges that you can do for them to get specific rewards, and those are crazy specific things that you would never be doing on accident. So definitely something to lengthen the game a little bit after you've completed all the parks.
Okay. Nice. Sweet, man. That sounds like you're really enjoying it, and especially since there has been remakes and remasters of Tony Hawk before, and they haven't gone over so well. So I guess delivering this one was probably a lot of pressure too. They're just like, man, we cannot screw this up. Like this has to feel good.
Yeah, I think they did deliver. So looking forward to playing some more of it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. All right. Do you have anything? Do you want to say anything else in your closing thoughts, or maybe like some pro tips you can give people like as they start? Be like, oh man, I wish I would have known this, or something along those lines.
I would definitely upgrade the spin rate of your character early if you can, because if you find yourself crashing a lot, it's probably because you're landing sideways, and that was my problem at the beginning for sure.
Okay.
But also, I'm hoping to find an Easter egg with Bruce Willis character in here because he was in the beta before they released the original, and I'm just hoping that's in there somewhere.
Oh, the like the first one, so like there was a beta for the first one, and he was in it, but then the original release he wasn't in it, or they took him out.
Right, they used the engine from a previous game, and Bruce Willis was in that, so they just kept his character. So he was the first character to ever skate in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1.
That's so wild. That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's so
I
wild.
think it'd be cool to do that.
That would be cool. Just like maybe it's like or it should be locked behind like a challenge or something. You like crash through like X number of buildings like he would in like Die Hard or something, and you unlock his skin.
There we go. Yes, perfect.
All right, cool. Well, I think that's it. Overall, impressions are good, I'd say.
I'd say so.
All right, cool. So look out for other impression videos that we'll do. I know I'm playing Avengers right now, so we'll do one on that a little later. There's one on Wasteland 3 I did with John. So if you're into those games, they're very specific. So you got to be looking for that. So you can look those up on YouTube as well. And don't forget, there's a podcast that actually goes live at 8 p.m. on Fridays. That's our new time, not 11 a.m. Totally different, 9 hours later. So, prime time TV right there. So check that out, and thanks for stopping by, and I hope this helps you with the decision on Tony Hawk. So yeah, have a good one, everybody. Peace.